Now, Erin Sikorsky is the director at the Center for Climate and Security. She joins us now from New York. Erin, just talk us through this announcement. Is it significant?
It's significant in that China is publicly stating the need for the move away from fossil fuels. Is it enough? As you said, no, this won't meet the Paris 1.5-degree goal. Is it a step in the right direction? Yes, at a time when you have the U.S. president calling climate a con job, having another world leader, the country emitting the most, stay. We still need to do something about climate change. That matters. That sends a strong signal. But again, it needs to be even stronger to get us where we need to be.
And how do we get to where we need to be? China is saying, look, we'll do 10%. That's what we can do in the next 10 years. But then on the other side of that, you have developed European and Western nations, particularly the US, who has been doing this a lot longer than China and is much more of a polluter than China has been or probably will be. So there's no global consensus here. And that's the crux of the problem, right?
Well, you look at just the extreme weather events we've had in just the past week, right? 1 million people in China had to evacuate because of a typhoon. These events are coming because of climate change. And as they strengthen, it undermines security in these countries and drives the message home that action needs to be taken. I think with China, frankly, I'll be watching what they do a lot more than what they say. And if you look at the trajectory of investment in clean energy technology and how that technology is spreading around the world, I think that's the signal we need to watch and see for where this is all going.
Now, it is the UN General Assembly. It's on right now. Climate change has been part of this. Clearly, you've been observing what's been going on there. But is the UN General Assembly the right forum to get everybody on board with this? And why isn't it being pushed harder?
I think it's one place where you need to have these conversations, but at the same time here in New York that everyone at the UN is talking about this, folks across the city, it's the largest climate week ever, from the private sector, right, from nonprofits, from NGOs, are all here working on the issue as well. And that's what you need. It's all hands on deck, right? It's not just the UN General Assembly. It's everywhere. It's the Africa Climate Summit that happened a few weeks ago. It's the coming COP in Brazil. There isn't just one place, but because climate touches everything we do, and it needs to be part of every conversation.
This is a conversation, Erin, that we perhaps would have not had. You wouldn't have been on a guest on this show 10 years ago. Looking at the positive side of things, we talked about all of this climate change taking place, these conferences, these panels. There is a move slowly towards taking climate change seriously, and it seems that the US is completely out of step with that change.
I would say the U.S. president and the federal government. I don't think that represents the entire country and where we are on climate. If you look at the state level across the country, many states are continuing to invest. They recognize the challenges that we're facing. We have extreme weather that's driving the National Guard to have to respond every month, whether it's floods, wildfires, right, a drought. So I think, things are evolving as more extreme weather hits and more people are paying attention. It's disappointing and frustrating to not have leadership in the White House pushing this forward. But there are leaders in other parts of the United States saying we're still a part of this. We still care. Members of Congress, right, are pragmatic and recognize that this is something we need to tackle.
Erin Sikorsky there from New York. Really interesting to get your thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you.